Hey, my name is Paula Robbins, and I wanted to share that I have joined the 8-week vlogging challenge. So, my friend Wei Hung, who I will tag in the comments, posed a challenge to people who kind of struggle putting themselves out there and yet feel like they just want to kind of share some of who they are. And I've been that person for a long time. I do struggle trying to put myself out there on video. So I've chosen to join this challenge with Wei and a few other friends that are in this challenge. And basically all it is just 8 weeks of getting on and vlogging and sharing a little bit of who you are. And I found it interesting because this year especially, there's been just so much change in my world. And I am somebody who 100% every single time there is a challenge, there is change, there are things that are difficult, I am clear that there is going to be some value, some lesson, some message, something that I'm going to learn through the difficulty. And this year has been difficult for a lot of people. So I hope that what I'm about to share is something that is beneficial for anyone. You know, if I can help one person, then that's pretty much the way that I walk. I want to help people. So when COVID kicked in early this year, I was really hit professionally. So as a hypnotherapist, I was seeing people mostly locally, one-on-one, in person, and it really affected my business. So that really affected my income. So the first thing I did was move into an office share with another therapist in the same building. So that limited my schedule, but it also saved me some money in my monthly lease to see people for when we were going to see people in person again. It also affected my income insofar as my residence. I was at the end of a lease in a luxury apartment that I loved, and I'm also in a relationship with a man that I adore. So I moved in with him. And he has his kids part-time. So moving both my office and moving my home were two really significant changes this year. And what I can say about moving in with my boyfriend and his kids is that I have two grown daughters. They're 25 and 30 years old. I was a single mom the vast majority of their life, 24/7. I was a single mom for 24 years. And the last 5 years, I've been by myself, living in, my own home. And this was a pretty big adjustment, moving into a home after ruling my own roost, for like 30 plus years. So moving into a home with children, they're 11 and 15, and I adore them both. They're really cool kids. I love kind of the dynamic that we're building as kind of a family unit, if you will, getting to know each other, learning how to live together, trying to bond, all of those things. And on one hand, it's been kind of like a second chance at doing the family thing, because as a single mom, that was not very easy to do. We had quite a little family unit, my daughters and I, just an amazing, beautiful bond. And I'm really proud of their upbringing and of our bond. But to start over with younger kids, not necessarily start over, but kind of step into their experience in this role, kind of a maternal role, because I live with them now, has been really just such a cool adjustment. Difficult, but really cool at the same time. And shortly after I moved in and moved my office and really kind of adjusted to a much lower income, my mother was put into hospice care. Now, my mother's been very ill most of my life, and when she was put into at-home hospice care, the coolest part about those difficult changes that just occurred in moving was that I was now more available to be there for her. So I became her primary hospice care provider at the end of her life. And I had this beautiful gift of walking her home. And she passed away at the end of June. And one of the biggest messages about this particular vlog and why I chose to join this challenge is just to say that time flies. So first and foremost, that was only, 6, 7 months ago, and it's gone by like a blink of an eye. Secondly, when I reflect on raising my own children, it went so fast. Those of you who are parents of young children, you know what I'm talking about. It goes so fast. It seems like just moments ago that I was, toddling with my little girls, or playing with them, or watching movies with them, or driving them to school and stressing over daycare. And now they're grown and they're in their own individual, empowered adult lives. I'm a grandmother of a beautiful little granddaughter. My older daughter's in Texas. My younger daughter's here with me in Colorado. But now I'm also stepping into this path of watching my boyfriend, raise his children who are 11 and 15 with the knowledge that this time's going to go very quickly. And one of the most important messages about time flies is that when my mom passed away, and I'll try not to get too choked up, it was really, really hard to see her struggle at the end of her life. And yet it was truly one of the most honoring things I've ever done. And what I can say about that is that time flies. It was just probably 5 or 6 years ago that we used to go to the casinos or go to lunch or, go out and play. And she was kind of fun to go out with. And while she wasn't the perfect mother and she wasn't the perfect person, I loved being her daughter, and I loved her a lot, and I miss her a lot. And there's so many things that as I reflect with her being gone that I miss. I wish she were there. Time flies. And what I would say is, because time flies, make the best of your day today. Whatever it is that's in your life right now, take a moment to stop and reflect and be grateful for what's right about it. It's so easy in the world to see what's not right. There's plenty that's not right. This thing with COVID has a lot of controversy. The election in the United States has a lot of controversy. But please stop just for a minute and recognize what is right here, right now. If there's someone that you love, your child, your parent, a good friend you haven't spoken to for a while, consider them, love them, tell them that they're important, because time flies. So thanks for watching my video blog. This is week 1 of the video blog challenge, so I will try to be back and post again next week. I'm going to post on YouTube and I'm going to post on Facebook. And if you're interested in the challenge yourself, I think the time's running low, but I know he'll do another one. So thanks again. My name is Paula Robbins, and I so appreciate you watching.